What if you've been doing it all wrong? What if every vision board, every affirmation, every desperate attempt to attract a better life was actually pushing it further away? What if I told you that the very act of trying is the anchor holding you in place? And that the secret to profound change isn't about adding more effort, but about understanding the nature of your own attention. Hello, and welcome to Quantum Catalyst. If those questions resonated with you, if you've ever felt stuck in a loop of wanting, trying, and not receiving, then you are in exactly the right place. Over the next hour, we are going to dismantle the old, broken model of manifestation. And in its place, we are going to build a new one. I'm going to guide you through a powerful, 4-step protocol designed to shift you out of the frustrating state of trying and into the effortless state of allowing. This isn't about magical thinking. It's about activating the reality potential that already exists within you. Now, a very important point before we begin. We're going to be using some ideas from the world of quantum science today. But let's be perfectly clear. This is not a physics lesson. We are using the profound, mind-bending discoveries of quantum mechanics as a powerful metaphor to help us understand the deepest truths about our own consciousness and its relationship to the world we experience. We're using a new language to describe an ancient wisdom. So, with that said, let's begin. So, why does the traditional law of attraction so often fail? The flaw is baked right into the process. You're told to visualize what you want, to focus on it, to feel the desire for it. But what is the underlying emotional state when you are desperately wanting something? It's the feeling of not having it. When you focus on wanting more money, you are vibrating with the energy of, I don't have enough money. When you focus on wanting a partner, you are reinforcing the feeling of, I am alone. You are, in effect, practicing the feeling of lack. And your reality, your physical experience, is always a perfect match for your dominant feeling, your dominant state of being. The second flaw is the trap of toxic positivity. You're told to ignore negative feelings, to just think positive. But your subconscious mind is far more powerful than your conscious thoughts. If you have deep-seated beliefs that you are unworthy of wealth or unlovable, simply plastering positive affirmations on top of them is like painting over rust. The corrosion underneath continues to spread. You create an internal war between what you're telling yourself and what you truly believe. This internal resistance is a massive energetic block that sabotages your every effort. So, if that's the broken model, how do we build a new one? We start by understanding the most powerful, creative force you possess, your attention. The quantum metaphor. Introducing the observer. In the early 20th century, physicists conducted an experiment that shattered our understanding of reality. It's called the double-slit experiment. In simple terms, when they fired tiny particles of matter, like electrons, at a screen with 2 slits in it, the particles behaved in a very strange way. When no one was looking, when there was no measuring device to see which slit the particle went through, the particles acted like waves. They seemed to go through both slits at once and created a wave-like interference pattern on the other side. They existed in a state of pure potential. But the moment a detector was turned on to observe which slit the particle went through, everything changed. The very act of observation seemed to force the wave of potential to collapse into a single, definite particle in a single, definite place. Now again, this is not to say that you can stare at your empty driveway and make a car materialize. But the metaphor is profound. It suggests a deep truth about our universe, that reality is not a fixed, solid thing out there. It is a field of infinite potential, and the act of focused observation plays a fundamental role in collapsing that potential into a specific experience. From particles to perceptions. Let's bring this down from the quantum realm into your own mind. Inside your brain is a network of neurons called the reticular activating system, or RAS. You can think of it as a filter, or a gatekeeper for your consciousness. You are bombarded with billions of bits of information every second. Your RAS is what decides what you actually notice. And what does it base that decision on? It bases it on what you have told it is important. If you decide to buy a red car, what happens? Suddenly, you see red cars everywhere. They were always there, but your RAS wasn't filtering for them. Now that you've deemed red car as important, your brain points them out to you. Your dominant focus, your observation, is literally programming the filter through which you experience the world. If your dominant focus is on lack, problems, and what's going wrong, your RAS will diligently show you every piece of evidence in your environment to confirm that belief. You will literally fail to perceive the opportunities, the solutions, and the synchronicities that are right in front of you. Your attention is not a passive spotlight. It is an active, creative force. Where you place your focused, non-judgmental attention changes the nature of what you experience. Entanglement and interconnection. There's another fascinating quantum concept called entanglement. It describes how two particles can become linked in such a way that they behave as a single system, even when separated by vast distances. If you measure one, you instantly know the state of the other. Einstein called it spooky action at a distance. The metaphor for us is one of profound interconnection. We are not isolated beings, separate from the world around us. There is a constant feedback loop between our inner state and our outer world. Your energy, your dominant emotional state, is not contained within your skin. It radiates from you. It informs your body language, the tone of your voice, the decisions you make, and how others respond to you. When you shift your inner state of being, the feedback you get from the world, the entangled reality, must shift to match it. This isn't magic. It's cause and effect on a subtle, energetic level. This quantum metaphor gives us the what and the why. It shows us that our state of being and our focused attention are the keys. But the real power is in the how. And that's what we're diving into next. The 4-step protocol you can start using today to become the conscious observer of your reality. The 4-step activation protocol. Step 1. Radical acceptance. The first step is the absolute opposite of forced positivity. It is radical acceptance. You cannot genuinely move to a new place until you have fully and completely accepted where you are right now. Resistance to what is the energy that keeps you stuck. So, I invite you to do this with me, right now. Find a comfortable position. Close your eyes if you feel safe to do so, and take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. I want you to bring to mind your current reality, the financial situation, the relationship status, the job, the state of your health, whatever it is that you wish to change. And I want you to just let it be there. No judgment, no story about how it's wrong or how it needs to be different. Now, scan your body. Where do you feel the emotion connected to this situation? Is there a tightness in your chest, a knot in your stomach, a tension in your shoulders? Don't try to fix it. Don't try to push it away. Simply observe it. Bring your gentle, loving attention to that sensation. Breathe into that space, and with your breath, silently say to that feeling, I accept that you are here. I allow you to be here. You are not saying you like the situation. You are not condoning it. You are simply dropping the fight. You are ceasing the war with reality. By doing this, you are releasing a tremendous amount of trapped energy, the energy of resistance. And it is this released energy that will fuel your transformation. Stay with this for a few moments, just breathing, just allowing, just accepting. Step 2, state rehearsal. Welcome back. Now that you have created a neutral canvas by accepting what is, we can begin to paint a new reality. This step is called state rehearsal. It goes far beyond simple visualization. Visualizing a new car is fine, but it's not the image that creates, it's the feeling. We are going to rehearse the feeling state of your desired reality. So, once again, close your eyes. Let go of the picture of what you want for a moment, and focus on how you believe it will make you feel. If you desire financial abundance, what is the feeling you are truly seeking? Is it freedom, security, ease, generosity? Choose one. Let's say it's freedom. Now, I want you to ask your body, what does freedom feel like? Don't think about it. Feel it. Does it feel like an openness in your chest? A lightness in your limbs? A smile on your face? Generate that feeling in your body right now, for no reason other than you can. Remember a time you felt free, even for a moment. A vacation. A moment in nature. The end of a long day. Anchor into that feeling. Amplify it. Breathe it into every cell. This is not about pretending. This is about remembering. Your body already knows how to feel every emotion. You are simply choosing to activate the feeling of your future now. When you do this, you are literally rewiring your brain. You are firing and wiring new neural networks. You are teaching your body, chemically, what your future feels like. You are moving from cause and effect, waiting for something outside to make you feel good, to causing an effect. You are becoming the creator of your state. Practice this feeling for several minutes. Step 3. The energetic signature. State rehearsal is the practice. This next step is about taking that practice into your life. You need to create a consistent energetic signature. That new feeling you cultivated, freedom, love, wholeness, abundance, that is now your new baseline. Your goal is to return to that feeling as often as possible throughout your day. This doesn't mean you'll never feel sad or angry again. Of course you will. You are human. But it means you get better and better at noticing when you've been knocked out of your desired state, and you get quicker at returning to it. How do you do this? Set reminders on your phone. Put a sticky note on your computer. Every hour, just for 60 seconds, stop what you're doing. Take a breath and ask, what was that feeling again? And then re-embody it. Feel that freedom. Feel that love. When you maintain this new energetic signature, you begin to change that feedback loop with reality we talked about. You make different decisions. You take different actions. You notice different opportunities because your RAS is now filtering for evidence of your new state. You show up differently in the world, and so the world shows up differently for you. You are broadcasting a new signal, and your life begins to reorganize itself around that new frequency. Step 4. Inspired detachment. And now we come to the final step. This is the one that trips most people up, and it is the most important of all. It is the secret that turns the entire concept of effort on its head. It is inspired detachment. After you have done the inner work, accepting your present, rehearsing your future state, and maintaining your energy, your final job is to let it go. You must completely and utterly surrender your attachment to the outcome. You must release your need for it to happen in a specific way or on a specific timeline. Why? Because your conscious mind, the part of you that is trying to figure it all out, has a very limited perspective. It can only see the paths it already knows. But the quantum field, the universal intelligence, has an infinite perspective. It can see pathways and solutions that you could never conceive of. When you are attached, you are strangling the outcome. You are saying, it must look like this. When you detach, you are opening your hands and saying, I have done my part. I have become the person who is a vibrational match to this reality. Now I trust the process. Surprise me. Delight me. This detachment is the ultimate act of faith. It is the signal to the universe that you trust that what is for you will not pass you by. And it is in this space of open, trusting surrender that the miracles happen. The unexpected phone call, the chance meeting, the idea that comes out of nowhere. You have to get out of the way to let life deliver. Integration and embodiment, addressing the skeptic. So, that is the 4-step protocol. Radical acceptance, state rehearsal, energetic signature, and inspired detachment. Now, let's be real for a moment. Is this a magic wand? No. This is not about sitting on your couch feeling abundant and waiting for a check to appear in the mail. This is a framework for shifting your consciousness. And when your consciousness shifts, your actions shift. You won't be taking action from a place of desperation and lack. You will be taking inspired action from a place of wholeness and trust. You'll make the sales call not because you need the money, but because you feel expansive and connected. You'll go to the social event not because you need to meet someone, but because you feel loving and open. The actions might even look the same from the outside, but the energy behind them is completely different. And that is what produces different results. This is the integration of the inner work with the outer world. The hero's return. Think about the journey we've just taken. We started in a state of lack, of forceful trying, of fighting against our reality. We learned that this very struggle was the source of our stagnation. Then, we found a new way. We learned to accept what is, to release resistance. We learned to become the creators of our own emotional state, to embody our future in the present moment. We committed to broadcasting a new signal, a new signature, into the world. And finally, we learned the ultimate power of letting go, of trusting the unfolding of our lives. You have shifted from being a victim of your circumstances to being the conscious observer of your reality. You have moved from trying to attract something you lack to activating a potential that has been within you all along. This is not just a technique. This is a new way of living. This is the observer's gift. My invitation to you now is to not just let this be an interesting idea, but to make it a living practice. Try this 4-step protocol for just 7 days. That's it, 7 days. And then, I want you to do something powerful. Come back to this video and share one small positive shift you noticed in the comments below. It could be an unexpected kindness from a stranger, a creative idea that popped into your head, or just a feeling of peace you haven't felt in a while. Let's create a living library of evidence together, a testament to what is possible when we shift our consciousness. Your story could be the spark that inspires someone else. And of course, if this resonated with you, please subscribe to Quantum Catalyst and hit that notification bell so you don't miss what's next. Because in our next video, we're going to explore what happens when we apply this protocol to healing our most difficult relationships. Thank you for sharing your time and your attention with me today. Remember who you are,